Hello everybody and welcome back to LELB Society. I'm Dr. Hariri, the creator of LELB Society, and in this video I'm going to make an assessment on one of the essays, or let's say IELTS reports, task 1, IELTS writing task 1, submitted to us by one of our students. And the student or IELTS candidate actually was supposed to write an essay on this visual data, which is a bar graph. I give you a moment to consider that. And actually the title is IELTS Writing Task 1 on Online Sales with Assessment. And I can skip the table of contents. Write a report on IELTS Writing Task 1 on Online Sales. The bar graph above shows the number of smartphones, laptops, and tablets sold online in the first quarter of 2019 in million units. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. And here is the source of the visual data, freeschool.id. And yeah, so I'm going to read out the report and analyze it. The first paragraph. This bar graph shows the number of smartphones, laptops, and tablets sold online in the first quarter of 2019 in million units. As you can see, the essayist or reporter has exactly duplicated or copied the IELTS title in the question. The first paragraph is the exact copy of the given prompt as the question. You could at least paraphrase or rephrase the title in the question. So paraphrasing is the act of just writing something in your own language by sticking to the form, sticking to the meaning or concept. So the form is different, but the meaning and the content is the same. Okay, the second paragraph. The bar graph indicates that in January 2019, the sales of laptops were the most. So it's better to put it this way, that the sales of laptops had the highest rank, or were the highest, not the most, by nearly 50 million units. And the least were smartphones with, it's not that normal to start an independent sentence with and, because and is used to generally connect two independent sentences, or actually in this case you need to just use it as a coordinating conjunction. And the least what? You need to avoid any kind of ambiguity or vagueness. Were smartphones with almost 20 million units. The following month, in the following month, it should be written this way because this is an adverb of time. In the following month, however, the tablet sales, here you need to put the apostrophe after S. Tablets, tablets, apostrophe sales, remarkably increased to almost 65 million sold outs. Remember, sold out is an adjective, and in English adjectives are not pluralized. Which, another mistake about actually cohesive marks or cohesion, and which as a relative clause should not be located at the beginning of an independent sentence. Therefore, it should not be capitalized here. Instead of this full stop, there should be a comma, and which with minuscule letters, not uppercase letters, which was even more than what laptops and smartphones sold. It's better to put it how smartphones and laptops were sold, not what sold. And the style of this IELTS task 1 should be really formal. Moreover, the sales of laptops decreased to 30 million units in the same month. You need to mention that because there has been a large gap between actually the data stamp. So laptops had experienced actually the highest sales. These are the points that I just mentioned. This sentence is starting with and cannot be an independent sentence. Put the two sentences together by using and as a coordinating conjunction. In the following month, and tablets, tablets apostrophe sales, and sold out. I explained that you cannot start a sentence with which for this purpose, and how laptops. I already explained all of them. Okay, the third paragraph. In March, the sale of laptops had a notable and surprising increase. As you can see, sometimes sale appears in a singular form and sometimes in a plural form. You as the essayist or IELTS candidate should be consistent. So it sold more than 70 million units. The sale, as I explained, of laptops had a gradual diminishment to 20 million units. In contrast, the sales of smartphones stayed the same as in February. In April, only around 40 million smartphones were sold, which, and this is the correct form of using that, indicates a remarkable decreasement. Yeah, actually, I noticed that decreasement is quite uncommon in English. And when we have decrease as both a noun and actually a verb, so you do have this chance to use decrease as a noun. Therefore, decreasement, actually, I don't believe that this is the correct use of decreasement. And as I said, it's very uncommon. Furthermore, compared to the previous months, because we know which months we are talking about, the sales of laptops had a considerable increase and reached almost 50 million units. And again, actually, it's better not to start a sentence which is independent actually by and. And tablets had a notable decrease with only about 30 million units. And because of that, you have made, these are my notes, some basic grammar mistakes that should be avoided. Cohesion and coherence, 16 out of 25. Grammatical range and accuracy, 15. Lexical resources, 18. Task achievement, 20. Spelling grade, punctuation average, word count 174, which is great. And actually really great, because you are supposed to write at least 150 words, and this is above the average or minimum requirement. Time on report writing 20 minutes, and which is perfect. And band score 6.5 of 9. And let me tell you something about the metadata of this essay or report. This falls into the category of IELTS essay writing practice, and so far we have analyzed over 240 essays and reports. And some tags: device, graph, purchase, shopping, and statistics. And some related lessons. IELTS Writing Task 1, Essay on Marine Life, which is another example of bar graphs. And IELTS Task 1, Table about age and average income. And also another IELTS Writing Task 1 example, this time on a map, analyzing maps of Springer Town. Alright, thank you so much for your attention and see you soon in our next video. Bye bye everybody.